The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the assumptions, views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host and guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. In addition, all copyrighted material is used without permission and will be removed with notification from the rightful owners or their agent. So there.
From the deepest depths of the interweb, to all the ships at sea.
You found Just Killing Time.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
On Radio TFI.
With your hosts, Bill Fancher, Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
Like I took the wrong week to quit drinking.
My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Good morning, kids and kittens. You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI and the Radio TFI family of networks. It is Sunday, June 21st, 2026 from the Radio TFI Executive Tower in Queens, New York. Who am I? I'm Ed Van Ness. And from... it's the king of hydrogen peroxide himself, Bill Fancher. Good morning, Bill.
Moaning.
It is the first day of summer, which means it's the longest day. Yes. Don't forget to hit all the sales in the parade. It is also the longest day of the year, which normally is the day. Well, that's normally the day that, never mind.
Really?
Also a great movie, The Longest Day.
Yes, it was.
Also, generally today I have
not to be confused with The Longest Yard.
No. I think I broke his effing neck. The longest day, not to be confused with the day I had my colonoscopy. But anyway, thank you. It is also National Go Skateboarding Day. So be like Bill. Get out there on your skateboard and...
have your local orthopedic surgeon on speed dial.
That is absolutely correct. It is, here we are. I want to apologize again to everybody for last week. We cut a little short. Your hero here. I was feeling a little logy last week, but I'm up and at 'em, I'm ready to do a solid hour and 15 minutes today. I can feel it in my bones.
You're stretching it, aren't you?
You know what? I'm here. I'm here for the kids. I'm here for everybody. But before we go any further, I want to give a little shout out to our old pal and former cohort here, John Shannon. He's got a little podcast going on YouTube. I believe you can check him out. It's called Shannon with an exclamation point. He airs it Monday. He's live Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can find him on YouTube at Street Level. That's the account name. So give John a look and tell him Ed and Bill say hey now, and check him out. I think you'll like what you see there. Anyway, Mr. Fancher.
Mm-hmm.
How's by you today?
Well, I got one more thing to say.
Oh no.
Baby tarp, do baby tarp.
I've given this bastard a week to come up with.
That might be the go away shot.
If you missed last week's show,
and
I wish I was.
You should be ashamed of yourself if you did.
No, I wish I was you. People wonder why I was feeling logy by the end of the hour. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. There's so many things I want to say. There's so many things I should say.
And a whole lot that I can't.
And a whole lot that I can't say. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. You saved me on that one. The
Not a
ball bounced
problem.
out of my glove, off my head, but you managed to catch it. So it's
it.
a beautiful thing. It's called teamwork. You know why there's no I in team, Bill? It would be too difficult to pronounce. That's why. Got him on that one, kids and kittens.
If you say so.
Yeah, I do say so. 754.
to the head.
754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428 is the number to dial if you'd like to join in on whatever it is we're talking about or whatever it is you'd like to talk about.
Certainly.
You can also comment on the YouTube or on the Twitter or wherever you're watching, on the faceplant, wherever you're watching us. We prefer you watch us on the YouTube because it's just easier, but hey, if you go to the YouTube, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Comment. Bill is in charge of the comment section.
So ain't no telling whether you're getting on or not.
Yeah, it was kind of it was a contract thing, and
Yeah. It
he
was.
caught us napping on that one. Yeah. What are you gonna do? It's big time negotiations. Be that as it may.
It's a union job.
So Bill and I last Sunday night, despite knowing otherwise, we watched the beginning of the UFC thing at the White House. And, well, it was sad, to say the least. Bill, would you agree with that? Bill's sound asleep now. Bill's...
Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing my Donnie imitation.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike my Roberto Clemente imitation.
Oh, I don't even want to know. Oh, man. Oh.
What?
No.
Too soon?
Too soon. Too soon, man. Come on, man. He was on a humanitarian mission. Come on, man. Gosh darn it. I apologize to the planet, especially pirate fans and Nicaraguans in general. That's the one. So they set up this monstrosity on the White House lawn, and then they paraded. First, they had Trump come out of the Oval Office with the new gold lettering that says Oval Office, looking like a very cheap steakhouse. And what's his name? Dana White? Is that it? The UFC guy? So they do the long walk past this. Oh, God. What killed me, and I know killed you too, Bill, is as they walked out of the Oval Office, the Marines were saluting.
That didn't kill me. That pissed me off.
Yeah. And they make their way out. They had the fighters in different rooms in the White House, just and being escorted out by police and military, and just an abomination, just a complete slap in the face to the history and tradition of not only the United States, the White House in general, but just everybody. And okay, at one point early on, they show Joe Rogan and two other goons who were doing the commenting. And I'm sorry, Joe. I don't have the image of him. I meant to, but I didn't. But if you see the picture of Joe Rogan and what he was wearing, not so much what he was wearing, but how he was wearing. Joe Rogan.
Hello,
Jane. Stop this crazy thing.
That might be Joe Rogan. I don't know.
It might be Joe Rogan. He looked like the uncle at the wedding who wears that tie. Has been wearing that same tie for 15
Since
years.
1976.
Right. Still doesn't know how to properly tie it. the belt doesn't quite fit. The shirt is, and he's the uncle that's about 3/4 of the way through the wedding reception. You're going to your grandmother and saying, "Ma, Grandma, Uncle Joe is. If I get up out of this chair, he's my son, but I'll kill him."
I'll kill him.
He's the guy who gets up and interrupts the band. He picks fights with nieces and nephews. So, because this was a top-notch #1 classy affair,
And that it was.
and that it was, I'd like to show. I don't know who won what, or I don't
Nor
go for
do
the
I
UFC.
care.
Nor do I care. Bill and I, they were showing some highlights of other fights, and Bill and I were both commenting like, guys are on the ground and they get punched in the face. It's like, okay, I was a boxing fan when I was a kid, but geez, Louise, this is just. Do you have the teletype going there? I hear.
It could be. I have no idea what's in this office.
This just in. Nobody's used a teletype. Yeah, exactly. The Lusitania is taking on water. Send help.
Send help.
So, I mean, watching these people, I mean, I'm guessing to be a member of the UFC and fighting it, you have to have tattoos covering minimum 51% of your body. Because
actually, I looked into that, and it's actually 49.5%.
It is 49. Okay, all right.
Yes.
So I stand corrected on that. Look, you do you when it comes to body ink. It's not for me, but you do you. I got opinions on that.
The thing that really made me laugh the most was all the right wingers that were out there. excuse me, complaining about the gay pride and all the half naked men and all
Right,
this. Did you watch this? There were half naked men everywhere. So I suppose that means that the rest of them are gay. I don't know. It just seemed odd that they complained about it and everybody out there is half naked. And they're cheering it.
They're cheering half naked men, all sweaty, touching each other in ways that in normal society you don't do.
No, you do not.
Did I get that? Did I hit that nail right on the head?
I do believe you got that. What's
Thank
this
you.
red button for?
So let's take a look at. There was some. They were talking to some of the UFC fans on the way in, and
Oh God.
look, this is not going to be anything you're not expecting. Okay, I will tell you this much: there are no surprises here.
Is Kamala in the Epstein files?
Probably.
Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Is Trump in the Epstein files?
Dependable.
So Trump isn't in the Epstein files, even though it's been proven over 30,000 times. But if I ask this gentleman if Kamala's in the Epstein files, he says yes.
Yeah, her name is mentioned. Fuck yeah. Her name is mentioned. Maybe not in it, but it is
No,
mentioned.
not in it. No, it's not mentioned in it. What do you guys think about the war in Iran? You think that's a good thing? Who was the guy who said I'm going to be a peace president and I'm not going to start any new wars? Who was the guy who said that?
So you want a bunch of people around here threatening people and trying to shoot up the freaking Capitol?
Where did I say I wanted that? I'm asking you a question. Who was the guy who said I'm going to be a peace president and I will not start any new wars? It's just a question. That's all.
Well, peace
when is it a war?
depends on the day.
So you don't think Iran, what we're doing right now, you don't think it's a war? You wouldn't.
Well, they're the ones that started it,
Not
didn't they?
technically.
They're the ones that. Okay, but is it a war? Did we decide to go to war with them?
Well,
They didn't attack
they're the
us,
one-
right?
well,
It's not technically
They
a war,
didn't.
is
They
it?
didn't technically start it.
No,
with
not
us, but it's not a
technically.
war.
just
No,
said
not
they-
technically.
Well, I mean, they did start it with Israel.
How did Iran? Right,
We're not the one
with
that
us.
started it. Well, we're also NATO, ain't we?
Trump decided to go to war with Iran, right? Can
Well-
we agree on that?
We're also in NATO.
Yeah, but did we decide to go to war with Iran?
Well, we're allies, ain't we? We're supposed.
I would love to be able to walk around life
What?
being this dim.
Yeah, no, actually, I'd like to walk around inside that guy's head. It must have been rather cavernous.
Well, you got plenty of space.
A lot of echo room in there.
Oh, yeah. But wait, as we say here, but wait, there's
But wait,
more.
there's more.
What about the war in Ukraine?
Well,
Are we allies? Now all of a sudden we're not allies with Ukraine?
I think we should get good with Russia.
So wait, we're not allies with Ukraine, but we're allies with Israel. Is that a fair
We
statement?
shouldn't be
I
allies.
didn't say
with
that,
Ukraine.
did I?
Did Donald Trump, who was the guy who said he was going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours by picking up the phone?
Well, I mean, realistically, but who dropped bombs on them after they said that they were going to do the treaty? Is the real problem.
So did we start a war with Iran?
No, they started with us.
How?
What
Help
do
me
you mean?
understand.
How?
Help me
They
understand.
they were trying to build nuclear weapons.
So 10 months ago when Tulsi Gabbard said under oath that we had no information by our own CIA that they were furthering their nuclear capabilities, under oath, was Tulsi Gabbard
I
lying?
believe the president over anybody.
Yeah, exactly what he said.
So you don't believe Tulsi Gabbard?
Tulsi's lies.
So he believes the president, the guy.
So
Wow.
I believe the president over anybody. Ladies and
Can you
gentlemen,
hear
these
the
are-
music in the background? Oh my God of mercy! Bring in the elephants, because we already got the clowns.
and make sure it's already gone to the bathroom before you walk
Yeah, no
it in.
kidding.
Now,
Wow.
there is one fellow who it appears there may be hope for us yet.
The guy who lied probably every day about everything, including the election, but okay. Anyway.
I gotta go inside. We've been waiting for
What
a
do you got
while.
to say?
All I
Go
have
ahead.
to say is know what you believe in what you want to believe in, and know who you're voting for. It doesn't matter. The numbers don't lie. So vote who the fuck you want. And
If the numbers don't lie, who won the 2020 election?
Biden.
Free and fair?
Yeah, free and fair.
So why do your friends say that
I wouldn't
Trump
say
won?
it's free in the city because I know they sit at these tables with
Yeah.
people's undocumented names, and they
It's
say,
isn't it- how
"Hey,
many-
I'll pay you $5 and you can take this person's name and go vote with it, even though
many-
they're dead."
How many undocumented immigrants have voted? I agree. How many people have voted that are undocumented? There's a guy who just said millions of people undocumented have voted. By the way, in the last 20 years, only 13 cases of people that have been undocumented. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, Donald Trump.
We were this close with that guy, with the last
Yeah, he was kind of starting to. Then he jumped right off the cliff.
guy, right off the cliff. He was doing
followed the rest of the lemmings. There he goes.
he was doing so well. He was near the edge of the cliff, and he was sniffing around, but he kept going back, and he was making a little bit of sense there.
A little bit.
But then it all fell apart with millions of undocumented.
You know,
For $5.
if they're undocumented, how do you know they voted?
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, logic makes. What is it?
And if you're undocumented and you're worried about being deported, show up to a place where all the people are federal government employees and try to vote. What sense does that make?
The whole place you're showing up to is all about documentation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, again, that last kid, that third kid, he was right there. I was like, I'm ready to hug him. Okay, at least you can see through the nonsense. You can see there's hope for you, and then it all just came crashing down.
Out came the chainsaw.
Gotta go, he said. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
You're not gonna make me look like an ass.
Oh no! So let's take a look at one of your fighters here, and you can get a look at the Joe Rogan drunk uncle. Look, I don't know this guy's name. I don't want to know his name. Just another UFC mega idiot. I debated back and forth whether to show this clip or not, but I think it's important to see what kind of morons they are. Take a listen.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
First off, Austin Powers did it better. She's a man, baby.
No, I think Crocodile Dundee did it. Oh, it's going.
Second off, Joe Rogan makes no attempt, none whatsoever, to pull the microphone back or anything like that. That is, first off, I just that whole Michelle's a man thing is ridiculous. It's stupid.
Well, and if that is indeed the case, what does that say about him? If she's a man, what the hell are you?
Well, there is that too. There is that too. It's just I need a palate cleanser here. One moment, please.
If you could say something to President Trump and he was going to hear you right now, what would it be?
You're a worthless pile of
And you voted for him how many times?
3 times. That was my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot.
I love that woman. I love that woman. It's
step one, admitting it.
admitting that there's a problem. There's no question. There's no question about that. It just the whole to wrap up our UFC thing here. I want to show an image. If you haven't seen this, this is what the White House lawn looks like after the UFC match.
Oh, dear God.
Totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. Exactly.
Yeah.
And just it's just I can't even begin to go on about how well it's just he's destroying that city, he's destroying the country. But you know what? Didn't we resolve our reflecting pool problem, Bill? The way I understand it's all.
Well, no, see, the problem was they didn't bother to check the Hulk. And the Hulk came to Washington and peed in the reflecting pond. Pure and simple. That's obviously what happened. Now, these people, I don't want to use a naughty word, but these people have, if they had 2 brains, one would die of loneliness. So it's a pure case of, okay, let's first off, we're going to paint the bottom of the thing. Okay, I'm since finding out that the blue paint wasn't really so much the problem. It probably raised the temperature of that. But what is the main thing that drives algae growth? Heat! How is it in Washington this time of year? Hot! Where did you get the water from? The Potomac River! What did you expect was going to be in there? And then every bleach blonde in the United States is mad as hell because they're throwing hydrogen peroxide in the water. Now, okay, good idea. Let's turn it blonde. Okay, so now you got that going, but the water is stagnant. It's not going anywhere. You've got to steer it up. But you're not even doing that. You're just pouring it into the water and hoping it'll distribute itself evenly. Then it's the bottom starts peeling off and floating to the surface. So people walk by and they're looking at it and they're getting arrested for vandalism. That's the whole thing behind this. It was vandalism that caused this. No other thing could have possibly gone wrong.
I got nothing to say, man. I can't. I'm with you. Exactly. Bravo. I did see something yesterday that pointed out that in previous 1,000 years that the reflecting ocean has been there. Is it an ocean, a lake, a pond, or a?
It's a pond.
I like to think it's an eddy. I mean, that's just a personal thing. But,
oh well, and you go with what works for you.
That's right. But apparently, the bottom of it was always a light color because the sunlight would reflect off of it. Now, there's a reason that your summer clothes are light colored and your winter clothes are dark color because the darker color attracts the heat.
I was going to say, thank you, Mr. Science. Please explain this to us.
Light colors, not so much. They don't attract as much heat, theoretically. So when you put a dark blue at the bottom, poorly done, this is what you can expect, algae. And hey, just in time to have visitors from all over the planet.
So I wonder who's going to get the contract to drain it and fix it and refill it. Wait, could it possibly be Eric Trump getting that? Speaking of Eric Trump.
Oh, I didn't realize we were.
No, it just kind of came out of nowhere. But he was involved in the UFC fights too. He was trying to get. As a Trump, what a surprise! A little insider gambling was going on here.
Shocking. Let me find my pearls, please.
Yeah, he was texting the guy that I guess he's one of the announcers, and the announcer was, "Hey, great to hear from you. I'm looking forward to see you." And then the guy, then the Trump. Anyway, the Trump person goes into the, "Hey, any inside thing on who's going to win the fight?" And he's, "Oh, I just watch it because, I'm a fan. And yeah, any preferences? No, I'm an announcer, so I can't prefer." And hey, where's the fix? Is the fix in? And he goes off. Oh my God. I want to know who to bet on. Are the fights fixed? This isn't the WWF, you moron. Oh, God. And then it was AI. AI did that. I didn't do that. It was AI.
Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it's best just to let him wind himself down. That is the Bill Fancher version of the Zoomies. If you have a dog or a cat, you just got to let him run it out, work it out, and any second now he's going to curl up on the sofa and take a snooze. Isn't that right, Bill?
Pretty much.
Look, it wouldn't be a Trump event without a Trump trying to cheat and steal money out of it. Now, would it?
Of course.
Speaking of Eric Trump, his no-talent wife, Laura, has been out there saying, "Oh, by the way, President Obama's presidential library was opened the other day. Big. They had Stevie Wonder, Bruce Springsteen, John Legend, all sorts of people, Jennifer Hudson.
And all the living presidents.
Right, all the living presidents.
You notice I said all the living presidents.
I noticed that. I repeated it, as a matter of fact.
Because we don't consider Donnie to be living.
Something tells me he was not invited. So Laura Trump is on Fox and Friends.
Fox and Fiends.
Going on about how, it's ugly, it's this, it's that, and it's a waste of taxpayers' money. Well, unlike your father-in-law, this was actually done with complete donors, 100% donors. If you're Donald Trump, and this is what drives him, will never attain 1% of the notoriety, respect, and admiration that Barack Obama did or has. The Obamas are a shining example of what a first family should be.
Exactly.
Okay? You don't have to agree with their politics to know that, look, Trump is hated from the beginning. That within days of leaving office, Obama's out there shirtless, water skiing and all this. Trump is lucky he can make it to the door of the Oval Office without. And he hates the fact all hate the fact. Look, I love the way the Obamas and the Bushes, come together. The W's, and look, it is what it is. We had our differences. We did this, we did that, and it's.
Well, and here's the thing with being down here in Tejas and everything like that, and knowing about W a little bit more is, okay, he may have been a bad president or somewhat bad. He had his moments, but he's a gentleman, and he always has been. and I respect him because of that. You never heard him talking trash about anybody.
No, no, no. Look, 9/11. He was my president. He was our president, and he stepped up and did the. It was a thankless job that needed to be done. Okay, and that was
unfortunately, we had to have a dumbass do it.
Well,
I'm sorry, but that's as far as I can go. Hey, okay, it wasn't the brightest bulb on the tree. Or no, okay, you know what? I really won't say that. I'm going to say that the people around him did not make him look good.
No, but one thing I've always said about, matter of fact, all the Republican presidents I've been aware of, unlike Trump, there's no maliciousness.
No.
They may do things I disagree with, that I vehemently disagree with, and things I feel are questionable, but I've never felt like a Republican president was out to get us. And look, just the fact that him and Michelle Obama are best buds now, to see them together in public, it's heartwarming. It really is.
And did you actually get to hear Hillary laugh?
Oh,
I was shocked. She goes, and won a Peace Prize. Boy, Barack said something that cracked her up. I don't know what he said, but she just cracked up laughing.
And I was looking at some. I didn't get any of that video. I wanted to put some of it together, but oh yeah, that's just the key line. Yeah, Barack Obama won a Peace Prize.
Yeah.
One wasn't given to him. One wasn't, he didn't change somebody. He didn't get make-believe, made up. Oh, by the way, we have the Radio TFI World Peace Tour coming up, dedicated to Donald Jessica Trump. Gerald is currently mining the gold that we're going to use. He's down in a gold mine somewhere.
Is he now?
Yeah, he's him and Gil Christ are mining for just the right amount of gold.
Oh no! This just in, Ed. Greenland wants Trump to invade so they can get the same deal Iran's getting. This is our Radio TFI news break.
What you just said there, and thank goodness for these news breaks, because otherwise I'd be ignorant. I'd know nothing. You just described the plot of a book and a movie called The Mouse That Roared.
Uh-huh.
If you're not familiar with that book or film, I read the book when I was in, 11, 12 years old. It is the story of a very small country, and their main export is grapes for wine, I believe it is. And they have a bad crop, or a couple of years of bad crops. How are we going to do this? How are we going to get out of this financial? Oh, I know. We'll go to war with the United States and we'll lose. So the plan is to invade New York City and surrender. So they send like 6 people over there dressed in their, traditional garb. And they show up in New York City, but they show up when they're doing an air raid drill, which we did when I was a kid.
Oh, no.
So there's nobody on the streets. Everybody's in the basements and the subways and whatnot. They get there and they think, oh, okay, well, we've conquered the U.S.
We've taken New York.
We've taken the United States. And hilarity ensues from there. I believe Peter Sellers is in the movie version. And but read the book, see the movie. But yeah, that's sure. We're gonna go to war with Trump. We've been at war with Trump. We want
something else.
Something tells me there's another news break coming. Oh no.
No, apparently not.
Was there a comment there that somebody wanted to?
I think there was.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, read it out loud, Bill.
Thanks for winding Bill up today.
He was wound up before I got to him.
Yeah, it pretty much was.
Yeah, no. So, speaking of grift and bribery and whatnot, did you see that El Presidente, they've got the new Air Force One, which
Oh,
is
they
actually
do?
you. Yeah,
Is that the Qatari plane that he got
that's the one.
Oh my God,
that's the used plane that they're claiming is new. And,
it's new. Well, it's new to us.
It's new to you.
Yeah.
NBC tried that with summer reruns years ago. Well, it's new to you. If you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
It's new to you.
Which there's some. Let's take a look at El Presidente here, talking about his
This
plane.
plane was transformed into a flying White House at a level of luxury that nobody's ever seen before. Probably even almost outside of an airplane. It's nobody's ever seen anything like this. And in only 10 months, a time frame no one thought possible. And, they put a lot of things on here that normally you wouldn't do. Great protective mechanisms, very, very, the latest and the greatest in every aspect. But it took us about 10 months, and they did it really professionally. These generals were what they do. And this was
no.
This was love, right? This was not your normal general. This was not your normal situation.
What was most important to him there? Luxury.
Luxury. Yeah, and isn't it amazing how everything is better than anything you've ever seen before?
No one's ever seen anything like it.
Ever seen anything like this? Yeah, you're right. Nobody has ever seen anything like this.
Not this kind of grift.
No.
Not this kind of grift. By the way, there was did you see he was presenting somebody with the Medal of Honor this week?
Yeah, when he read off the names?
No. When he tried to, he had a little trouble with the clasp.
Oh, what a shock.
There's not much audio here. So Trump gives the military member a pat on the back. He's got the medal. He's fumbling and stumbling with it.
Sniffs his neck.
He looks like he's about to fall asleep while he's doing it. The clasp system on the medal is apparently above his pay grade. So what he's going to do instead is
level. Just drape it over his shoulders.
No. Going to tie a knot. Which, of course, brings the medal right up into the throat of the service member who stands
this
there
poor guy,
at attention.
What is he? He's a major. Okay.
Right. So he's got his Medal of Honor that he probably did something really brave and,
And he's getting this total dishonor by getting the Medal of Honor, which Trump says he should get too.
He should get too, yeah.
We'll give you one when you leave, you asshole.
If you'll leave.
If you'll leave, we'll give you two.
and to finish off our Trump videos today,
no, we ain't finished yet.
Oh, we're finished.
Oh, for the videos, maybe.
For the videos. So here's Trump talking about President Obama and Iran.
He tried to bribe his way out. I didn't do that. Nobody mentions that. 1.7 billion and hundreds of millions of dollars. They tried to bribe their way out of it. And you know what the Iranians did? They laughed at Obama and they said he's a stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah. Alex, I'll take things that never happened for 1,000, please.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. It's a daily double.
That is by far and away. What? As opposed to the $300 billion he's going to give them now?
Yeah, he's going to give them all this money and everything else. So, what the hell?
We are not only right back where we started with Iran. We're in a deficit.
Well, of course.
This reminds me of the one time I went out on strike when I was with New York Telephone back in the 80s. We came back with less than what we went out with. I lost 3 weeks of pay. I wasn't the only one, but
yeah.
We lost. We gave up a lot. It was a strike. No, a lot of people didn't want to participate in, but they feared going against the union, so They
It
voted
was
for
a
the strike.
strike like nobody'd ever seen before.
Oh, people walking up to you and, sir, you can't believe. We've got
Yeah.
picket signs like you've never seen. It's big guys, tears in their eyes.
And speaking of other things,
Oh my.
at the G7 conference,
Oh.
Donald was walking around like a blind buffoon. There was at least 3 different times where they had to direct him in the right direction. No, Donald, this way. Nobody ever says sir to him. No, this way, dumbass. And then he decides that he's got the hots for the Italian prime minister.
Oh, she didn't.
And
She was having none of that.
And now he says she begged him to take a picture with her. Yeah, I think she wanted to take a picture of you so that she could have it blown up and given to the military. This is the man you're looking for. But she went off on his ass, and now he's, oh, you disgusting pig dog.
Yeah. Now, the picture that we're showing up here right now, for those of you watching on the radio, and I know what I just said. It is the Trumpster with the President and First Lady of France. He is trying to plant one on the First Lady of France, and she is recoiling in horror, the likes of which I haven't seen since
I've never seen before.
Well, since I tried to plant one on the First Lady of France, but that's another story for another time. The court case hasn't been. But,
and apparently, just talking about females brushing him off, apparently the news coming out of New York and Washington is the fact that he and Melania are separated, that they do not have, well, this we all suspected, they do not sleep in the same bedroom. She wants nothing to do with him. She has taken, he has surrendered the main bedroom in the White House to her, and she's decorated it all up and stuff, and he's moved into like the dining room.
Really?
And he's using it as his bedroom, and he keeps stealing stuff out of the hallway and bringing it in to make his better. And and all the staff are saying this is just utterly ridiculous that we're having to keep 2 bedrooms, and when she's there, which is very rarely, that's the thing. She wants nothing to do with this guy. Which we all suspected that. When have you ever seen him kiss her?
Oh, unless it was clearly
scripted.
Scripted, and it's in her contract. Okay, he gets this amount, kiss on the cheek. But
and watch him try to hold her hand. She swats it away.
I haven't heard any of that, what you just said. I'm not doubting you. I'm not calling you a big, fat, ugly liar.
No,
pants on fire.
I saw this the other night, and I was like, yeah, okay, makes sense.
Hi, Mr. Fancher. Where did you see it?
CNN.
CNN. Excuse me. So CNN says,
I don't know where. I can't remember if it was CNN or not. I'm making it up now. Just say Trump Melania separation, and that should get you into where you need to go. Well, she lives in New York anyway. She doesn't have a permanent residence in Washington.
No, excuse me. The AI says Donald and Melania Trump currently live largely separate lives, maintaining separate personal quarters. I believe it. I mean, you hardly ever see her. You haven't seen her. And, look, she married for money. I've said this since the first term. When she came over, okay, when she agreed to marry him, she figured, okay, I marry old, rich, white guy. I let him jump on me once, twice, every now and again. I promise you, under no circumstances did she ever think she'd be First Lady of the United States.
No, and I also heard another thing. Now, these things, I don't know. I'm the credence to it, but it sure makes sense. It's one of those things. I don't know for sure, but It just makes
Yeah,
sense.
it just feels, it feels like it's something.
She came over. Epstein brought her over, and that she was originally a hooker.
Yeah, escort, sir. She was an
Yeah.
escort.
Oh, excuse me. Same damn difference.
No,
And,
no. There's a whole
that's-
price scale, and
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Taxes and all that stuff. And
there's
that's
in the
how
back
she-
seat of the car or a hotel room. I mean, it's a whole different thing, man.
Yeah, but I mean, still, she was being paid for doing the hoo-ha.
Be that as
And
it may.
and that's because, well, how else do you think he could have got a woman?
No, I firmly believe that. And remember, this was his third wife. He cheated on every previous wife with the one he would eventually marry.
Yeah, but Stormy Daniels wouldn't marry him. She wanted
like
nothing
I said,
she wanted nothing to do with his little mushroom dick.
I've always, look, she's just as big a jerk as he is, but I give her that one sliver of, okay, there was not a chance she thought she'd ever be first lady of the United States. I give her that. I give her that little nugget of, all right. But other than that, she's just as bad. She was right there with the birtherism on Obama and all that. So, she's not getting out of this.
And the other thing is, if you're worried about Trump's name coming off the Kennedy Center, don't worry. His name is in the Epstein file 38,000 times.
1,000 times. Sure. His name's all over.
So don't complain. And I wish I could have got the picture. A picture of John F. Kennedy standing there giving Trump the finger. I wish I could have remembered where that was.
Yeah. It's it just
well, and
never
I think what it really was Kennedy was standing there giving him the finger, and the caption was
Batman.
I never should have given him the key to the sound effects room. This is a mistake. I let him know how to get into the Batcave, and it's.
You're mentioning this on a weekly basis now.
Because it hurts me on a weekly basis now.
As well it should.
You thought I felt bad last week.
Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to mean.
What's that?
No, not today. He couldn't walk before you got to him. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know.
And then I guess this is where all this information is coming from.
MS Now. Okay.
So
thank you, Bill Fancher.
Yes, I come up with these things every now and then.
You've done a hell of a job, my friend, and
I've been trying to, for the most part.
You're right there. You're on top of everything. And
oh no! This just in, Ed. This just in from the Radio TFI News update. Trump's negotiating a deal with England. They're getting back the 13 colonies. This has been a Radio TFI update.
Does that mean I have to move again?
You might have to move, Ed.
My English is not that good.
Go to Canada where all you have to do is say, eh?
That's an English thing, too. They're part of the
Yeah, but you can
Empire.
say all the time and people will understand you, eh?
That is true. You're not completely wrong there, my friend. It's, I mean, I think it was Churchill that said, the United States and Great Britain, two countries separated by a common language.
Common language, yes, sir.
Speaking of a common language, no, I'm going to save that. I've got a Trumpster here, who was I forgot to. Excuse me, I'm having a moment here.
Having
so
a
this go
6'7", 6'7".
6'7". Ask me how old I am, Bill.
Yeah, how old are you, Ed?
6'7".
6'7".
So this fellow named Hal Duncan is up for some deputy White House budget director. He's at the Senate. And Tim Kaine, you remember him from his run at vice president a few years back?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tim Kaine, the answer to the trivia question, Hillary and who? So he's questioning him, and when he asked who won the 2024 election, well, he's right on top of it with the answer. And this is just fun.
Was the 2024 presidential election rigged?
Senator, President Trump won the 2024 presidential election.
Yeah, folks, how about that? So he was asked twice, was the 2020 presidential election rigged? And he said President Biden was certified to be the winner. He wouldn't answer the question. Saying President Biden was certified as the winner of that election is like saying today is Tuesday, June 16. I mean, it's a fact. But he wouldn't acknowledge that President Biden won that race. Now, there's only one of two reasons, Mr. Duncan. You have either fallen victim to the conspiracy mindset that says that election was rigged, and if you're a conspiracy theorist, you shouldn't be let anywhere near the position you've been nominated for. Or, President Biden won the election, but you're afraid of making an insecure president mad by acknowledging that fact. You answered so easily when I asked you the question about 2024. You didn't fight, you didn't evade, you didn't obscure, you didn't try to end run. You said President Trump won the election, which he did. He won the popular vote, he won the Electoral College.
I can't imagine ever being that afraid to just say something that is a fact. It just puzzles me. Sometimes Bill just he's not Arthur, for God's sake.
No kidding. Engine room, where the hell's my drink?
Thanks for taking the steam out of my boat right there.
Yeah, Barb.
So
no, it is. Every time it's something about Trump, answer, no problem. But if it's not about Trump, you gotta, I'm gonna hem and haw this. I gotta reach really high up there trying to pull this one out.
What's this red button do?
At this point, who knows?
I mean, that's where they are. It's frustrating, to listen to these quote unquote highly educated people who won the 2020 election. Well,
supposedly educated people.
I'm a judge and I don't get involved in political You voted, didn't you? It's a known fact. Who won the election? No, we're gonna stick with this. And remember, Trump still somehow thinks that he's going to get a redo, a do-over.
No,
2020.
Well, I got this to explain to you. So Trump dies, goes to pearly gates. St. Peter's sitting there waiting on him. He goes, we've been waiting for you. Come on in. And Trump says, well, I wasn't really expecting to be here. They go, it's no problem. He says, well, just kind of the way things pan out. They go, St. Peter says, don't worry. He says, look, we can send you down there and you can look around, see how it is. If you like it, you can stay. If not, you can come back. So he gets in the elevator, down he goes. The doors open, and it's just a lush, beautiful green golf course. His buddy's sitting over on the 19th hole, drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. Come on over, Donnie. So he comes on over and sits down. He's spending the whole day, just having a good old time. Satan walks up and asks him how he's doing. He goes, hey, this is pretty good down here. I kind of like this. He goes, well, glad to see you like it. And he says, okay, well, now your 24 hours are up. You got to go back up and see St. Peter. So he goes back up and sees St. Peter, and he tells St. Peter, says, hey, you know what? That was kind of my speed. I kind of liked it down there. And St. Peter goes, well, hey, if that's what you want, see ya. Elevator's open. Trump gets in, down he goes. Doors open. And it's a desolate landscape, nothing but burnt out. His friends are being hung by chains and whipped, and pineapples and all that stuff. And then suddenly he goes, "What?" And the devil walks up to him, and Trump says, "What's the deal?" He goes, "Yesterday we were campaigning. Today you voted."
Anyway.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on. There was a video I was missing. This is Trump's pal, James Dolan, who owns Madison Square Garden and the New York Knicks. God. So, of course, they had the big celebration here on Thursday for the Knicks in the Canyon of Heroes. I will say this, as much as bad as I have to say about New York, nobody throws a ticker tape parade. And nobody has the...
Well, no, they're all getting rid of their trash.
Well, believe me, that has happened before. But I mean, back all the way as far as you can remember. That happens in Lower Manhattan, and people throwing confetti and paper and whatnot. There's no place else in the world that can do that. So it's one of the few things that I find. I don't know. So anyway, James Dolan is up there making a speech, and yeah, he's
Bueller.
He's MAGA all the way. He's MAGA all the way, and Trump's bud, which is why Trump was there for Game 3. So this is a woman watching Dolan on a screen that was set up. That's near City Hall, and I'm going to warn you in advance. The language is. We would all get buzzed for this, but we left the language in. But pay very close attention to what she has to say about James Dolan.
Thank you.
We hate you.
Waiting 53
we want
years.
in spite of you.
Although
Fuck
I have to say,
Go suck Trump's dick. Fuck you, Dolan.
We want in spite of you.
And he's also said that the Knicks will go to the White House. You might want to talk to the police.
I pushed the wrong button.
Apparently, you did.
I did.
Boot to the head.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm a bad, bad boy.
I just heard a cheer from the other room.
Where was I? Somebody help me, please. Somebody. Oh,
we'll try.
That's where. Yeah. So Dolan is not. Dolan is not well liked here in New York. He has gone after people and barred them from Madison Square Garden that, because they don't like Trump or Trump doesn't like them.
Did he kick Billy Joel out?
Billy Joel left on his own. Billy Joel writes his own ticket in this city. Let me tell you what. Mm-hmm. There's no getting around that. Billy Joel is a cultural icon.
Did you see CBS played, I guess, the next morning when they were talking about the Knicks win, and they started the segment off with Billy Joel's New York State of Mind?
No, I don't watch CBS.
Oh, okay. No, I saw a clip of it, and they started off with New York State of Mind.
Look, people were going bananas here in New York City, and look, I'm happy.
Yeah, how many people got shot?
Not nearly enough, apparently. I just saw something on the news before we came on. There's one of the subs on the Knicks, young white guy, was running along the crowd, and the cops grabbed him. He had, "I'm on the team! I'm on the team!"
Yeah, that'll work.
Well,
hey, looky there.
What do you know, kids and kittens?
Who'd have thunk it?
Look, that's going to do it for us for this hour. Unlike last week, we'll be back for hour number 2. Yes, shocking. I understand. Stick around. He's Bill. I'm Ed. You found Just Killin' Time on Radio TFI and Radio TFI Family of Networks. We will see you in just a few minutes. Stick around.
TFI.
Night out on the town, $75.
So, how about a blowjob?
Getting the nerve to ask such a question? $12 bottle of wine.
Are you crazy? My parents might see.
Come on, who's gonna see us at this hour? I'll return the favor.
Wait, can you imagine if we got caught? Oh my God, what my dad would do to you.
There's nobody around. Everybody's asleep.
No way, it's way too risky.
Please. I love you so much.
Actually using a line like that? Another $12 bottle of wine.
I just can't.
Please?
Dad says to go ahead and give him a blowjob. Or I can do it. Or if need be, he'll come down himself and do it. But for God's sake, tell him to take his hand off the intercom.
Having a girlfriend whose father has a sense of humor? Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Hear ye, girl, hear ye. We are gathered here today to celebrate America's 250th birthday. And since ain't nobody showing up for Donald Trump's janky-ass party, I thought I would commemorate the occasion with a classic. Now, I'm not saying I'm running low on material, but I figure if this son of a bitch can rewrite the Constitution, why shouldn't one of my old hits get a long-awaited reprise? And speaking of our commander-in-chief, I would be honored to say a few words.
I'm the smartest guy you're ever gonna meet.
They call me a genius who's going to destroy the country.
He is the very model of a very stable genius. Of all the US presidents, he's still the Mussolinius. He's polished and impeccable except when he's incontinent, and purposefully flanks himself with morons as incompetent.
A lot of people don't know dumb has a B in it. That makes me smarter than you.
He's full of more baloney than a full-on Philly hoagie, and he's bred with all the greatest minds from Kid Rock to Jerogi. And when waxing idiotical, his facts are in absentia. With narrow speculation, his undiagnosed dementia. With narrow speculation, his undiagnosed dementia. With narrow speculation, his undiagnosed dementia. With narrow speculation, his undiagnosed advanced dementia.
I'm a very stable genius.
Despite his partiality for Happy Meals and harassment, of all the worst, he is our greatest national embarrassment. Although his brain is smaller than his teeny little penis, he is the very model of a very stable genius. Although his brain is smaller than his tiny little penis, he is the very model of a very stable genius. Step on it, maestro, my edible's kicking in. Of every awful autocrat, he's certainly the screwiest. In matters economical, he is the high IQiest. He ran on fiscal promises like lowering the gas, and yet he got it higher than his whole intoxicated cabinet. Allegedly.
You know, I do a thing called a weave.
He baffles his own base with propaganda quite sophistical. And when it comes to egotists, there's none as egotistical. The very mention of his name can spark his $1 million smiles. Except, of course, the million times it's mentioned in the Epstein files. Except, of course, the million times it's mentioned in the Epstein files. Except, of course, the million times it's mentioned in the Epstein files. Except, of course, the million times it's mentioned in those pesky Epstein files.
Democrat hoax.
He needles NATO notables with conflicts only he can try while solving global crises like Iran and Jimmy Kimmel Even though his head is full of Adderall and fitted genius, he is the very model of a very stable genius.
How screwed up is our country?
He foments foreign fighting to distract from his impurity. His values are as plastic as his Fisher-Price security. Refurbishing the White House, he prefers to kick it up a notch with tacky deco and a novel officer so Wonga Park. He's holier than thou, so when he's blasphemous, it's justified. He's great at being Jesus-like when contemplating genocide. He touches Christianity with branded Bibles on his shelf and logs on social media and tells the Pope to fuck himself.
He's a dumb guy.
Condemning violent rhetoric, he is the most rhetorical. When citing stats and making claims, they're really metaphorical. A hollow-hearted hypocrite and pompous mutant wannabe. His bachelor's in bullshit and his master's in misogyny. A paragon of fashion, he's proficient in pulling wool. He sleeps through every meeting and he dances like his diaper's full. He's got a thing with wind, although he can't explain what it's about. And never does he feel afraid because he always chickens out. Never does he feel afraid because he always chickens out. Never does he feel afraid because he always chickens out. Never does he feel afraid because he always freaking chickens out.
They call me a genius who's taken over the entire world.
Aside from his erratic fits and mental instability, there's never been a stable genius quite so stable genius-y. And though his head is full of Adderall and fetid genius, of all the US presidents, his intellect's the teeniest. And though his brain is smaller than his tiny little penis, he's still the very model of a still the very model of a very stable genius. He's a very stable genius. Still got it.
Thank you.
I was talking about me, bitch.
We're back. You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI. And the Radio TFI family of networks. I'm Ed. He's Bill. He's back. He is muted. I will tend to that momentarily. And,
Too late.
Well, you've been released, Bill. You are now free to move
Walk
about
the cabin.
Speaking of walking about the cabin, it sounds like you've attained 30,000 feet cruising altitude.
Yes, we have, but you want to put us up on the big screen? Thank you.
We were up on the big screen.
No, we weren't. We
Maybe
are
not
now.
for
Thank you
you.
very much.
Maybe not for you. Maybe not big enough for you, because you think you're a bigger part of this show than you really are.
Are you done eating, Ed?
I am done eating.
The peanut butter box is here.
Is it though?
Apparently, it must have been.
I had a nice little plain donut, a softie. It was wonderful, and it hit the spot.
Well, did it now?
Well, as opposed to last week, we've now set a record based on last week's show.
Apparently, we have.
For the longest show we've ever done in this 2-week span. Every day I break my own record for being alive.
I've never been this old before. How do I know how to act my age?
I was 10 years old just once, for about a year. And
That's
then,
it.
That's it.
Then I moved on.
I moved on. This is apropos of nothing. It was just a great quote I came across. I had access to your very expensive toys that you have spent many, many years developing. Keep the children out of. I will always regret.
You say that most
Show.
every time.
Because I regret it every time.
You wanted me to be more part of the show.
And I realize now I was wrong.
Yes, apparently.
I was wrong.
That'll teach you.
That'll learn me. I realize what a goon I was.
That was a fastball you can't get back.
Oh, man, no. Man, I swung at that, and that was so far in the dirt, it was called a strike in China. Hey, now. So anyway, as I was saying.
Back to what you were saying.
Again, apropos of nothing, I just found this to be a very, very, I like this quote. In the comics for this video, somebody quoted Chuck Jones, of course, who did all the Bugs Bunny and all.
Okay.
Daffy Duck. Bugs is who we want to be, but Daffy is who we are.
This is true.
I like that. I thought that was... So again, here we are. If you'd like to reach out and converse with us, 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. As always, if you're at a payphone, call collect. If you're on the YouTube or the faceplant, you can send comments. Bill is doing well in his reading comprehension class, and he is sorting through the comments. Try to keep it down to no more than a 2-syllable word because it makes his brain hurt otherwise.
Oh, no! This just in! A Radio TFI news update. The reflecting pond is still green. This has been a Radio TFI news break. Back to you, Ed.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping us posted.
Not a problem.
Who was it that Chevy Chase used to do? The president of France. Well, not de Gaulle. Who was it?
No, not de Gaulle.
It was President something is still dead.
Oh no! That was the guy from Brazil or whatever. Oh God! No, don't look it up. We'll get kicked off the air.
I'm not going to play it. Feel free to talk, Bill.
I'm trying to. You just don't let me.
Oh, okay. It was General Licimo Francisco Franco is still
Franco.
dead.
Yes, okay.
I'm thinking France because of the Franco. That's
well, you can't get Trump out of your head. That's the problem.
No. Have you watched any of the World Cup?
You're a funny guy. That's the best joke you've made all day, Ed.
Thank you. Up all night working on that one.
Yeah, you must have been.
I had to time it just right. Get it in there just in the... So, I watched part of a game, the second half of a game yesterday between Germany and the Ivory Coast. Very interesting game. But as always with soccer, and I don't understand this. At one point, there were like 4 players on the ground screaming in agony and holding their knees. And oh my God, it's the end of the flipping world. And then miraculously, they're up running and playing again.
Jump up and run. Yeah, everybody runs past and they jump up and go after them.
Ladies and gentlemen, how is it we've not seen this before? The solution to cancer and heart problems and any and all maladies. Put them on a soccer pitch. Because apparently injuries heal instantaneously.
That's it. You got the NBA with the no flop rule. I think they should do it in soccer.
It was just, I mean, I've seen it before and it's always bothered me. Oh, my knee. Look, you're running into each other purposely. And, all you got to do is kick the ball. Soccer should be a no-contact sport. I mean, really, there's no... So, there's people from all over the world, all over this great land of ours, enjoying the most popular sport in the world, despite what Bill Fancher has to say about it.
I'm not.
You're not. So,
if I even go in someplace that's showing it, I'm out of there.
Are you now?
Oh, I'll go to Arby's first.
So in Boston, they've apparently run out of beer because the Scots are there.
Yes, the Scots. That's me bag, boy.
Now we have a gentleman from Ireland who is, I just had it. I lost it.
Oh, no.
There it is. I have a gentleman from Ireland here who's going to explain the whole situation to us and what they plan on doing.
Scottish people have drank all the beer in Boston. There's none left. They went over about 4 days ago for the World Cup. I'm sorry, we should have warned you about the Scottish. Even the Irish are afraid of them. They're mad fucking cunts. Now, on the bright side, they mainly drink Tennent's lager. So if all else fails, you can just piss in a glass and they shouldn't notice much of a difference. Now, America, please make sure they have something to drink. If the Scottish don't have something to drink, they may become peaceful. And that's when they'll start talking to you. That's a lifetime commitment. Be very careful. Now, I would just like to take a second to speak directly to the Scottish people as an Irishman. Listen, Scotland is my second favourite country on earth. It's kind of like if you mixed Ireland with Texas and it was going through a particularly litigious divorce. And I love that energy. But listen, the Irish people have been wanting to say this for a while. Scotland, we just feel like you're going a bit too far with the drinking. We all like to have a good time. Go out in the town, forget 4 days of your life, lose a sock, bring home a fully grown tree wearing a traffic cone for a hat, and eat 17 portions of chicken goujons. It's good, clean fun. But we just feel you could do something else for 15 or 10 minutes, a little hobby for yourself. Have a bit of kimchi to support a healthy microbiome in the gut. Just look after yourself, Scotland. Without you, we're going to have to start hanging around with the fucking Germans, and I don't have it in me to try any more types of sausage. Follow me, I'm delicious.
You know you're in trouble when the Irish are giving you crap about your drinking, lad.
Yeah, it's a little too much there, laddie.
Oh yes, I saw that on the news the other night. The Scottish have drunk up all the friggin' beer.
It's
you know, there's three kinds of beer in the Boston area. You got wee, not so wee, and friggin' huge.
I have no idea what that means.
Oh, never mind then.
So anyway, I know you've been. Well, here's exciting news. America has made it into the knockout round, the round of 32.
Oh!
We won our group.
Yay!
You gotta be. I will say I'm not happy about
USA.
USA. I gotta say I'm not happy about their kits. I get the red and white stripes, the horizontal stripes, but it just looks like an old TV stuck. You know, it's
looks like Ronald McDonald.
That's a shot to Ronald McDonald.
Well, you do have a point there.
We talked about this earlier at the beginning of the first hour. I want to put it out there again. If our old pal John Shannon has got himself a new podcast going, it's called Shannon. You can find him on YouTube Mondays at 5 p.m. He's live. Look for him at Life at Street Level. That's
it's debatable whether he's live or not.
Well, his scheduling is up to him. But we wish him all the best because that's what we do. It is what we do, regardless of what Fancher has to say about anything. Speaking of Fancher having things to say about things, what else is going on in Fancher world?
They've been doing all sorts of stuff down here about Mike Tirico.
Yeah.
James Tallarico, or whatever the hell his name is now. They've accused him of all sorts of things, but as he said, that's fighting words in Texas. They accused him of being a vegan.
Yeah.
Thought, oh my God, is that just the ultimate insult? Yeah, I'm vegan, you bastard.
Somebody said his cardiologist is going to hate him now because he's going to have to eat nothing but barbecue all along the campaign trail. Yeah, they're making up all sorts of stuff about him because this is what MAGA does. This is what the GOP does now. It's
because God forbid this Paxton character should run on his record. If he runs on his record, he's going to continue to run and run and run.
Texas is not simply yeehaw cowboy land anymore.
No, here's the thing about Texas now, and you've got to understand, and this is probably mostly throughout the entire United States. Most of the larger cities are Democratic. Are they not?
Yes.
It seems to be. Okay, because there is a large population of civilized, intelligent people. Now, you get out into the rural areas, you get all the bubbas and all the yeehaws and all them people, and they are easily confused. And, so that's why you see all the urban areas being so red. So that is mathematically proven, too.
And don't forget, when you see a map of a state and all the counties are one color, remember, a lot of those counties don't have a lot of people in them.
No, okay, you can take...
And land doesn't vote.
No,
Peoples.
you take Dallas, Fort Worth, you take Austin, you take Houston, San Antonio, and El Paso, and there are more people in those 5 cities than the rest of the state combined. And yeah, there are counties that there's a couple of roadrunners and a lizard that live there. So, hey, one person votes, hey, the county went red. It's not what people think it is.
Uncle Jesse changed his mind.
We're waiting on him to vote. Oh, and then the latest thing, we're going to get the post office to jump in and not postmark your mail-in ballots. They're just going to throw them into the grinder and chew them all up, and then they won't count. So if you have mail-in votes, the post office is going to trash them. That's the latest suggestion that has come out.
Boy, oh boy. I mean, when you have to go to these efforts to try to secure a win,
hey, what's the point? If you got to do all this, there's no point in it.
Apparently, they don't have enough goons left. Boy, there's a lot going on here.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the comments, which I normally don't do.
Oh my God, you're looking at the comments?
Yeah, well, I had a number sitting up there.
There's nothing going on here.
No, I know. Thank you, Barb, for being a part of the show without officially being a part of the show.
Oh, well, of course, I'm sorry. Here you go, Ed. You may have been on longer today than you have been for a while, but there's a manufacturing defect with someone's fingers.
It's healed.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know. It could be a manufacturer's recall. Who knows?
Is she making fun of my finger? Which, by the way, is...
I would not know.
Look at it. See how nice it looks?
Look at mine. See
yeah, but you didn't bust yours up.
Yeah, I did. I busted it upside my little brother's head.
Yeah, but you weren't on workman's compensation for it, so
well,
there.
I wasn't working at the time.
Well, that seems to be a theme in your life, sir. You weren't working then, you're not working now.
It's amazing. Ever since I got out of the Navy, it kind of seems to have been that way.
Oh, my. I'll tell you what, I'm embarrassed to be seen with you. So.
You are embarrassed to be with me? Oh, my God. I've got a shirt that says, I'm not with stupid, he's just a dumbass.
Don't worry. One day, I too shall be retired.
Well, I'm happy you need the shirt that says, I'm retired. What's your excuse?
Bill does not believe that I'm actually serious about retiring.
No, you're not, because you keep going back to You keep going back and doing it.
I have to.
No, you don't. You've got enough quarters in.
I don't.
You've got enough time in. You're just, you know what it is? Everybody out there, you know what it is?
Oh, my. He put his glasses on. Uh-oh. Tick-tock, tick-tock. So you got to have your finger ready and ready to go.
Well,
with
I wasn't
these
expecting this. This just in from Radio TFI. Ed is a greedy bastard and is going to work until he dies so he has more money. This has been a Radio TFI update. Now, deny it.
All right. I will deny it. First off, already been dead. Okay, so it's not a thing for me.
Well, okay. We'll give you that.
I've scratched that off my bucket list, okay? I've done that.
Okay, so you got to have enough money to live for the rest of eternity. I see.
Well, not eternity, but look, as I've said before, the first time I went peacefully, quietly, I wasn't even aware of it. But I do know in my heart of hearts that the universe is going to go, oh, really? We sent you out nice and quiet, but that wasn't good enough for you, was it?
Good enough for you. You didn't like your engraved invitation, did you?
Mr. Coyote, step aside while we drop the Acme anvil. That's how I'm going next time. I'm going hard and nasty. It's going to be a bus, a roadway painted on a rock, or something like that. It's not going to be pleasant. I can tell you that.
Or you may even be adopted by the Trumps.
I'd rather have the Acme anvil. Thank you very much.
I'd rather have the pineapple, please. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Rodney Dangerfield was robbed of an Oscar in that role. Robbed of an Oscar.
Sure.
So anyway, I have made a provisional decision, and this is for you, Bill. I've made a provisional decision that this will likely be the last job I do.
Oh,
which will end
there's a big surprise!
We've heard that before!
No, you have not. You have not.
Yes,
no,
we have.
I actually want to know what I based that on? And this is bad that I'm going to do it this way. You know what I based it on?
What'd you base it on?
What you and I talked about that we can't talk about here.
Oh, okay, yes. I understand.
That's what I'm basing it. I'm sorry, kids and kittens, but could I have told Bill this off the air? Absolutely. It's more fun to do it here. So, barring unforeseen opportunities that make it too tempting, at the end of this particular production that I'm on, that will likely be it.
Yeah, because then you'll have paid all your taxes. Taxes! The IRS!
What's the date on that again?
July.
July what?
I don't know. Sometime in July. I could be July 1st for all I care.
Okay.
IRS.
Folks, you're gonna
love losers.
You're gonna love this story when he's able to tell it. But I'd still be careful. Bill, remember, what do you see when we come on the air? You see those little dots, right?
Yes, I do.
Don't think they don't got you. You're in their sights.
Okay, I'm within range, obviously, but
exactly.
they don't want to pull the trigger because why? It's the IRS. It's not IRS. Are stupid. Oh, you messed with the wrong character here, dude.
No, you got lucky. Don't.
It's got nothing to do with luck. It was my evil strategy. Me and Gru.
Let's just get off that before.
Okay.
That hurts. That hurts.
Yes, it does.
Some of us still have to deal with the IRS. And
yep. Whose fault is that? Ed, you're frozen. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I have to push this red button now. Where'd you go, Ed? Ed, come back!
This is last goddamn time I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
Ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Everybody. Oh no. It's the John Shannon hour, I guess. Ed just kicked himself off the air, and we're having to kind of play around here. I can't even find the red button, folks. So I guess we're all in trouble here. I got to run this ship by myself. We're going to run aground. Hello, Ed. Ed, incoming. I guess he just doesn't want to be on the show no more. What's this layers button do? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. It's tough working with Ed sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing is big-time professional radio. Okay, I think what I'll just do is I'll just stare until the show comes back on. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs, they love butt drugs.
butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs. For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service and cheap hot coffee and liquor. Now that's the ticket. You can tell Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens exactly where to stick it. Butt drugs.
We love butt drugs.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
Free parking in the rear. I love butt drugs.
Set fire to your hair, poke a stick at a grizzly bear, eat medicine that's out of date, use your private parts as piranha bait. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Get your toast out with a fork, do your own electrical work, teach yourself how to fly, eat a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Invite a psycho killer inside, scratch a drug dealer's brand new ride. Take your helmet off in outer space, use a clothes dryer as a hiding place. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Keep a rattlesnake as a pet, sell both your kidneys on the internet. Eat a tube of super glue. I wonder, what's this red button do? Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dress up like a moose during hunting season, disturb a nest of wasps for no good reason. Stand on the edge of a train station platform, drive around the boom gates at a level crossing, run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not rhyme, but they're quite possibly the dumbest ways to die. The dumbest ways to die. The dumbest ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Be safe around trains. A message from Metro.
Call the FCC.
Oh, yeah, I know all about the FCC. They will clean up all your talking in a manner such as this.
They will make you take a tinkle when you want to take a piss.
And they'll make you call fellatio a trouser-friendly kiss.
Here's the plain situation. There's no negotiation with the fellas at the freaking FCC.
They're as stuffy as the stuffiest of special interest groups.
Make a joke about your bowels and they order in the troops.
Any baby with a brain could tell them everybody poops.
Take a tip, take a lesson. You'll never win by messing with the fellas at the freaking FCC. And if you find yourself with some young sexy thing, you're gonna have to do her with your ding-a-ling. 'Cause you can't say penis, so they sent this little warning. They're prepared to do their worst.
And they stuck it in your mailbox, hoping you could be coerced.
I can think of quite another place they should have stuck it first.
They may just be neurotic or possibly psychotic. They're the fellas at the freaking FCC.
Well, apparently that didn't work. I'm still waiting on Ed to come. Well, okay, at least he made it through a decent portion of the show before he decided to give up this week. So there's no telling where we're going to go from here. But I'm still waiting on Mr. Van Ness. We'll see how it goes from here. I don't know. Maybe Ed left a comment for me. I'll have to look and see. I find it difficult to believe, but there must have been a reason for it. I'm on the way. Please stand by. Get ready for a news update here. Oh, poor Ed Van Ness. Poor Ed Van Ness. We all gotta wonder. What did he... I do believe Ed probably pushed the red button, by the way. But who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Come on, Ed, we're waiting on you. Dumb ways to die. Really dumb ways to... I never thought I'd have to push the red button. I didn't think I'd have to. But apparently I did. La 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 la. Sing it, Barb. La 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 la. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, 5 banana, 6 banana, 7 banana more. La 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 la. Yay. See, this is why you don't do a one-man show. Because when you run out of things to talk about in the first hour, and there's nothing left in the second hour, you just kind of got to play it by ear. And I don't know whose ear we're playing it by, because it ain't mine. And sometimes I just make things up. Why not? Hey, I've got an idea. It's Donald Trump. Nah, that's getting old. Kind of like Ed. He's on the way. That was 2 minutes ago. I guess he's not going to make it, is he? I'll bet you I could cuss right now and Ed wouldn't even know about it. Where is that dumb motherfucker? Tell us a story. No, I'm not. I've already told you a story. I'm not going to do it again. I have no subjects to tell a story about. Well, I have one, but I can't talk about it until next month. For all of you people that have been begging for the Bill Fancher hour, this is not what you want. I'm good as a companion. I'm not good on my own. That's pretty much what my mother used to say too. You're not any good on your own. So that's generally why I played team sports all my life. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. This just in. Apparently Ed Van Ness has found the on switch.
Hi kids.
Hey!
You are not going to.
We thought you were going away for a long time.
You are not going to believe what happened. So, my computer froze up, which it does occasionally, which is why we installed the big red button.
I know. I actually got to hit the red button. For
I know.
A change.
I was watching. So, the big red button goes long enough to, generally when my computer freezes, it takes just short of that. The length of the red button video, it takes me a little less than that to get back up. Well, this time my computer decided to do a complete update, reflashed everything. I mean, I've been sitting here waiting for this thing to come back on. I apologize. It's life is not good. It's
because you're still I can't say it, but you're still doing that thing, and the IRS got you. They were looking for me, but they got you. I'm an evil genius.
But Bill Fancher was there to save the day. And
that didn't go over well.
No. Oh, and by the way...
You are fined 1 credit for
no!
What's your language, you bud? We're on the
air. I thought I got away with one. Okay,
Did you not figure out that I was watching and listening?
Well, I didn't figure you had anything to be seeing what was going on.
It's called YouTube, you goon.
Well, see, that's what I get. I don't get paid enough to think.
On my phone, you moron.
Yeah, meet my brother Ron and Moron.
Moron, yeah. The Witt brothers, half dim and knit.
Meet my brother Larry.
Well, somehow I managed to get back on the plane at cruising altitude.
That was special. Yeah, you parachuted out somehow.
You were really in a mild panic there, weren't you?
I was, because I thought after the red button you were coming back for sure. Actually, I thought you were going to break in during the red button.
Well, that would have been the idea. But,
well, it took me a while to find the red button. I couldn't find it to start with.
Because it is clearly marked red button.
Well, it didn't say red button when I was looking for it.
Really? What does it say now?
Okay, now it says red button.
Red button.
Screw you, buddy.
And you went into the layers? You played with layers?
I did.
You did.
I did.
We're gonna have video school after this.
No, I wanted to go into layers. I figured that would get you back faster than anything else.
I've never seen my computer take... I mean, it literally updated everything. Everything. And every time I thought it was getting ready to kick back in, stand by, don't power it down. Oh, yes.
Once again, you too much technology.
Too much technology. Well, if you check the comments, I even put that in there, too.
Yes, I saw some of the... well, going back and forth, I didn't know. Then suddenly I see numbers of comments up there, and I go, I better check these.
Hey, I think the IRS found you, too.
Apparently, they could have.
No, you just dipped in and out, my boy.
Oh, did I? I thought that was you. That was just a warning.
That was one across the bow.
Yeah. I was checking my escape route.
Hashtag big time professional radio.
Professional radio. I think I actually said that at one point.
You may have. I was. I just. My deepest apologies for those of you watching, listening, and participating.
Mine too.
Oh, and screw you, IRS. Say it, Bill. Say it for me.
Screw you, IRS. I'm going home.
Thank you.
Respect my authority!
Don't push it. Don't push it.
Exactly.
As I was sitting here helpless to do anything while my technology ran rampant, Skynet was taking over here at the Radio TFI Executive Tower.
Yep. Apparently they was.
Just a reminder, kids, I was going to mention this at the end, but I'll mention it now. We are off next week. Bill, you want to tell the folks why we're off next week?
We're off next week because Ed's a big girly man.
Careful.
Ed is actually he's being sold to slavery. And he's going up to the Ivory Coast. Kunta Kinte! No, Toby! Kunta Kinte!
This hurts.
Ed has to. Ed has to.
Say it. You can do it. You can
Ed
do
has
it.
to.
I'll be
He has
gainfully
to do
employed.
that thing that you get paid for.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do anything and I get paid for it, so I don't know. Maybe they should change the term.
And what day do I have to do that?
Pretty much starting Monday until hell freezes over.
I'm working Monday through Saturday up in the Adirondacks. Lovely place, I presume. But the idea of dragging the portable studio with me, and it's just, I've only got one day off coming up. So,
Oh, maybe I could get John to join me.
like I said, I'll be here next Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll be here with bells on. Just remember, if you can join John Shannon Mondays at 5 p.m. on YouTube. For Shannon, exclamation point, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
At least that's the story, and we're sticking to it.
So that's right, gosh darn it.
Whether he sticks to it's another story.
Bill, I'm curious. Now, when I
thought you were
blew
Ed.
out, I am. Well, I'm also
Okay.
curious. But
okay.
Are you coming? I'm not even breathing heavy. Hey,
Not
now. So I'm curious, how big of a panic mode were you in when I suddenly went poof?
Well, at first I thought you were just joking around. I even tried to do my Donald Trump imitation, going to sleep, and I go, it's getting old. Got to stop that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I could have talked about hockey, I guess. That'd
You
put me
could've,
right to
except-
sleep. That'd put me right to sleep.
The only problem is you don't know anything about hockey.
I know enough to be dangerous, but other than that,
But I'm talking about that instantaneous second when suddenly, poof, you were there alone. The time between me going away and you pushing the red button.
if I could have found the Trunk Monkeys, I'd have been playing the Trunk Monkeys. But I couldn't
You know
find
what?
Trunk Monkeys.
Because they're not. I'm going to make sure we install the Trunk Monkeys. Just so you
bet,
can.
you better, just in case of emergencies like that.
I'll have a Trunk Monkey situation.
I mean, that
How
would
do you
have been.
feel? How do you
let's
feel
put this, my sphincter slammed shut.
And yet you managed to make it through.
I did. It was bloody, but I made it through.
You made it through. It wasn't the prettiest thing we've ever seen.
It was not.
It wasn't the high caliber professional radio that we're accustomed to here.
No, but I got to swear.
Well, you didn't get away with it though.
No, apparently I didn't, but I got to.
You can swear now. You're not going to get away with it.
Well, it's true.
That's true. So, but I'm proud of you. You, I got to ask though, did you poop your pants even a little?
Well, I had a turtle head.
It was prairie dogging, Mom.
Oh,
Prairie dogging.
Prairie dogging.
Stick that up. Bring it.
I've never heard that expression, so okay.
That's in a movie. Oh, what's the movie?
Well, I've never heard
It's
the
one of
term,
these-
so I couldn't tell you what the movie was.
I can tell you, it's a bunch of people in different vehicles. They're racing for a big prize to Vegas. They're in all sorts of different
Cannonball
cars.
Run?
No. It's got John Lovitz plays the dad, and I forget who the mom is, and there's two kids in the back seat, and they're racing. They're trying to get to, and the one kid's got to go to the bathroom, and she says, "But Dad, I'm prairie dogging here."
Prairie dog.
In and out, in and out. Anyway, I feel rejuvenated. I feel.
Do you know? Because the problem was I'd used up all my jokes in the first hour. I didn't have anything left in reserve.
Really?
So when you disappeared, I was kind of like I had my walnuts hanging out.
I must have missed the jokes in the first hour.
Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, I could repeat them here. Let me find out where the radio TFI. For those of you who missed it in the first hour.
Perhaps this is why we should only do 1 hour.
Why, yeah, there you go.
There is a case for that.
Run out of steam by the second. The last 15 minutes are pretty much going,
It's two very old horses trying to make it around the track just one more time. It's as I sit here looking at the clock.
Yeah,
we'll make it. We'll get there.
Oh, we're getting close though, aren't we?
Oh yeah,
it's the last 15 minutes. Yeah, here we go. Well, hell, you were gone for damn near half an hour. It seemed like.
yeah, I was gone for a bit there. It's, well, the red button video lasts about 5 minutes, and then.
Oh, does it? Okay, it sure seemed a lot longer than that.
Well, when you're in a panic, everything seems longer. When
Don't
the ship
you ever
is
do
sinking.
that to me again.
That's why the red button is there. And you know what happened?
We had practiced the drill.
We did.
And when it came time for the drill, I panicked. I'm sorry.
You panicked. You prairie dogged. You were.
I was going overboard.
We're going to have to do another drill. You know, this is why in school.
This is why you keep drilling, so it becomes second nature.
Right. You did multiple fire drills. You didn't just do it once. You did it. But we'll get there. You managed to survive. You kept the ship afloat. Barely.
Barely.
We just did miss hitting the rocks.
Yes, we did.
You've got 2 weeks to work on your game. That's.
So are we coming back after the 4th of July, or are we taking that week off too?
Nope. We'll be back on the 5th.
Damn, we take a know-nothing week off, and then on the holiday we come back.
I'll be out of town and busy. And then B, it's the day after the holiday. Ain't nobody sleeping with
probably still
fireworks
be
anyway.
drunk.
Dumb ways to die.
Yes, there are.
And let's not kid ourselves. You're not unhappy anytime you hear that song.
No, I hadn't heard it in a while, so I was kind of happy to hear that.
See, so aren't you glad we had a mini meltdown here?
Yeah, because I hate using my private parts as piranha bait.
One of the greatest songs ever produced, bar none. Bar none. And it was for a subway system in Melbourne,
Australia.
Sydney, Australia. God bless them. The Aussies. We beat them in soccer, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
2-0. Beat them 2-0. And again, I know you're just glued to the World Cup and all that good stuff. I think I'm losing Bill here. He's fading.
Okay.
I see the head going, and either I'm losing you to a stroke, or you're now in the back of a car with your head bobbing. And
I'm going to New England and be hanging out with the Scots.
Scottish. There's worse places to be right now.
You do have a point.
The Europeans are okay coming here because they look like us.
Yeah, they're not having a problem.
No. I haven't heard anything about any problems at the stadiums or what. That doesn't mean there's not.
I thought I heard something about there were still some protests going on somewhere, but other than that.
There have been a couple of incidents with people with particular flags. I don't know if it was Israeli flags or Palestine flags that they FIFA that didn't want them in the stands, and it's according to our policies and blah, blah.
This is something that you just reminded me of this, and I saw this on whatever news network or Flash or whatever last night, that the Iranians have gone back to closing the Strait of Hormuz because the Israelis are still beating up on Hamas. And apparently that is part of the MCUA or whatever the MOUSE. I'm sorry. And
by the way, a memorandum of understanding is something you put out to the office staff about cleaning the microwave on Fridays.
Exactly.
That's what
it rates below. Please wash your hands before returning to work.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's that's without question. Look. Hopefully, you and I can make it. Look, we're at the end of the road here, so when they blow up the world, it's not going to be a big loss for us.
Yeah, I'll miss out on some of my retirement.
Yeah, it's okay. So will everybody else.
I plan on living to 140 so I can get as much of it as I can.
See, but I think in the movie...
For all you 30-year-olds out there, I'm using your retirement.
But in the movie Armageddon, Steve Buscemi's character had the line, "I had a great seat for the end of the world."
End of the world. They were riding on a 600,000-pound rocket built by the lowest bidder.
Lowest bidder, yeah. Well, that's the other one. You could get a job at Helga's House of Pain, but I digress.
Yeah, certainly.
I digress. It's speaking of the clubhouse turn, we're getting dangerously close.
Hurry, wave them in, run, run.
We're getting close here, so we still got a couple minutes left for all the fine folks that come and join us and don't join us even on the. Remember, if you're listening to us on a replay, we're here most Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and whatever
I'm
time.
I'm still waiting for James Beasley to call in. You heard me, James. I'm talking to you. You need to call in so we can tell you what you're supposed to think about.
Okay. I have a question.
You in back?
Who's James Beardsley?
Beardsley?
Whoever it is.
James Beasley.
Him too. I don't know any of them.
We'll know when he calls in. He's a pharmacist that I bowl with on Wednesdays, but I don't call him a pharmacist. I call him a drug dealer.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. When I go to my pharmacy, I refer to them as my favorite drug dealers.
Yeah.
They are.
You're my peddler.
You know, it's all right. We have officially run out of gas here. We have we're dangerously close to the
We've even
gun.
landed.
Yeah, how about that finally? With 15 seconds to go. Good gravy. Good gravy. What am I going to do with you?
Oh, who knows?
Well. All right, kids and kittens. The music's cute. Thank you. All right. That's going to do it for us today, kids and kittens. Thanks for joining us. If you missed any of today's show, like the chunk I was missing from, encore performances are available on YouTube, SoundCloud, and, of course, Radio TFI. For Bill Fancher, I'm Ed Van Ness. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. See ya!
I'll be back.